After that incident in the hospital, my mom, after coming back to the hospital, my mom came to visit me. My family came to visit me, and my mom saw me what it was. I said I'm sorry about all the things I did to my mom, and I begged her to, and she took me home. She saw what I was doing, and she took me home. Because she had put me in there voluntarily, so she could take me home whenever she wants. She had signed papers to take me out. So that's what she did. She decided, gave me another chance in life. I really thank her for that. I really thank my mom for that. Don't know where I'll end up if that didn't happen. But she took me home and took me to a specialist. A specialist of holistic medicine. And basically that specialist found that I had toxic metal poisoning, mainly cadmium. Cadmium from playing with tires and old tires and cadmium batteries when I was younger. And so I went for grueling toxic metal therapy, reduction therapy, which I had to take enormous amounts of vitamin. Don't do it. Don't try this at home. This is not how to do it. Not a treatment. Don't do it. I can't give you how to do it because this is not how it's done. But it's just telling you about how it's done to me. Don't do it yourself. Don't take this as instructions how to do it. Maybe holistic, but you still need a doctor's approval. You still need a doctor's attention. Well, he put me on a large dose of vitamin C and gave me drugs to flush out the toxic metals. So don't do it at home because it has caused problems. I know that you've heard of. Well, just don't do it at home. Get a doctor. If you think you have toxic metal poisoning, get a hair analysis and then get a doctor to treat you for it. That's all I can say. But basically, and then I went to. I was like a little child in the head for a while. I spent the next 2 years recovering from that, and then the next 2 years after that, trying to make something of myself, trying to take myself and become an adult, and then trying to become what I wanted to be, which was a scientist. But I never did become a scientist. And then when I was 17 years old, I committed a crime. And I went to juvenile hall. Well, first I went to a hospital. They put me on Zyprexa. Well, first they put me on Respiridol, which helped a little bit. But then when I was in juvenile hall, they put me on Zyprexa. And then when I got out of juvenile hall, I got put on. I had a psychiatrist put me on Depakote. And so I've been on medications ever since. And then what happened is that I got older, and but the best medication I've ever been on is Clozaril, also known as clozapine, which is a form of the antipsychotic. It's basically a kind of an atypical antipsychotic that's formed to be very useful. So basically, when I was 15, I got into some trouble. I did some drugs. I didn't get arrested then, but basically I got into some drugs. I started doing alcohol, inhalants, tobacco, all kinds of stuff, anything I get my hands on. And then what happened is that I went and then I finally got off of it. It's been the next couple of years trying to recover from that. But my mental health never recovered. It damaged my brain. If I hadn't done that, then I would be a much better place. It wasn't the lobotomy that made me mentally ill and all that stuff. It was the drugs. Not this medication I'm talking about. It's called the street drugs. Street drugs made me mentally ill. Not the medication. So, I'll tell you more about it next video.